Welcome to Bowl Week. Glad to have you with us from Boca Raton, Florida for what ought to be an exciting matchup in the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a team from the AAC, the Tulsa Golden Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So Tulsa's will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
Offense gets set for second down. Williams looking for a man. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They're bringing heat. Pocket starts to collapse. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He's got it near midfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Louisville's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. On the run, it's Watkins. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. The give to the tailback. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Now the offense has it 1st and 10 from its own 11. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's right. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes, Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They'll throw it on first down. The sure hands, it's Watkins. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Presley.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Now on 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He's looking to throw it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Watkins. After a drive this long, a field goal will be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it here, just another typical Boca Raton Bowl. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's head back to Reese and the fellas for the conclusion of the Boca Bowl.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is met. Oh, look out! He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides, but you got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop him again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Shuck. Snags it. Snowed under by the defense. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big move.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. With the catch, it's Benjamin. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Williams looking for a man.
Well, defensively, you've got to have an answer for this athletic quarterback. You've got to do a better job containing him in the pocket, or you've got to have a spy ready to make the play and get a tackle if he decides to get out. But everything went wrong there. Not only did he get the 1st, but you also let him get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Makes the grab. It's Benjamin. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And that pass is intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown Cardinals. And once he got loose, it was all over.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Tulsa, 3.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And not much else could go wrong. A defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, but good fight to the end.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the sticks, it's Ballard. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Line getting set on second down. Williams will pass. He'll get rid of it. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure